Hello viewers, Super GT here. This is round number 7 of the Manufacturers Cup in the FIA series. So my main aim, of course, to become a member of the SS once again. We come here to Willow Springs, the sandy desert circuit where things can go very wrong. If you know, as soon as you touch that sand, you're going to get sucked off hard. Whether or not that's a good or bad thing, you can be the judge of that. This is my qualifying lap. Now there's a primary weakness of the Nissan GTR that I'm driving here around this circuit. Of course we can't change our car once we've chosen our manufacturer, which is why I have to stick with it. But this car has horrible tyre wear around here, absolutely shocking. There are lots of really long right-handers, as you can tell, as you see by the map. Loads of really long right-handers. That absolutely murders the front left tyre. Your front left tyre is just simply dead after about 2 corners. So there's a massive issue with that. That is something I'm going to have to fight against. I'm going to have to try and get a good qualifying lap. This is my best qualifying lap here, coming into the final turn of the lap. And normally in these lobbies, anything in the top 10 I'm pleased with in terms of qualifying, in terms of the final race result. So as I cross the line here, let's see where I go. 10th at this point here. So as the tyre wear is so quick, you're going to probably set your best times when your tyres are new and fresh. And that's exactly what happened here. So setting them on pretty much my first lap out of the bits, getting 10th place and then going down to 11th. Right, let's get this bloody race out of the way, shall we? This is going to definitely be one of the worst races in this series for me. Hopefully the GTR can come strong at other places. Only 2 more rounds left, for me anyway, at this point. So, away from the line we go. 11th position on the grid, so pretty much slap bang in the middle, near enough. So let's try to have a good race. I've set the brake bias all the way to the back to really try to even out the tyre wear as much as possible, as you know, that's the only way you can do it really, and there's not much you can do in terms of driving. You can drive differently, of course, the way that you take your lines into the corners, but brake bias is one thing you can certainly do. I'm trying to fuel save a little bit at the beginning here. You can see here going into setting 2 as we come through the twisty part of the circuit. It's going through, it's kind of single file, not too bad at this moment. It's kind of settled down very nicely, nice and early. And just as I say that, I'm going to get punted off the circuit onto the never-ending desert. And once this 10-year trek actually came back to an end there, actually we rejoined in 16th. Had to make camp halfway through, and eventually we find ourselves back on the circuit after many years. I find myself down in 18th. So that really is not an ideal beginning to this race, because track position is going to be important around here. It's not always the easiest circuit to overtake, and coming through the final corner, massive mistake across the gravel, across the sand, and I've inadvertently gone into the pit lane. So what the hell have I done here? Stupid mistake. I'm going to have to go straight back out. Just lost like 10 seconds just from nothing. Just from a stupid mistake, going over the curve, final corner, and yeah, just diving into the pit lane when I completely should not have done so. You can only laugh really at just how stupid that was. One of my most stupid. I just could not believe quite what I was doing, just driving into the pit. So I find myself down in last. So anything from here, I suppose, is a good result. You see, I'm a good 10 seconds off the pack, or the majority of the pack. There are a couple of stray people here, so Halb starts us ahead, having a bad race as well. He's normally a lot higher up in the order, so he's driving, looks like the NSX there. So there's some stragglers back here. We can perhaps try to get past some of them, and then just hope that the guys in the big group up ahead also start fighting. Now around here, it's very much a classic circuit in the sense that there is no tarmac runoff. If you make a mistake, or in my case, if you get pushed off, then you are going off for a very long time, and you're going to lose a lot of time as a result. So unfortunately that's happened to me. So now it's a matter of just trying to recover the best we can. Yellow flag. So this is my dream coming true. 2 people going very wide indeed. And we're going to go past the Frenchman. A Finn up into 17th. The highs of 17th out of 19. It could get worse though, I suppose. Let's see what we can do. Crossing the line to begin the 5th lap. As we're still following Halmstock here. Couldn't really... I could follow him, I could match him, but I couldn't really, you know, lap a little bit quicker, a couple of attempts quicker just to get onto the back of him and maybe think about a challenge. So that was my main aim at this moment here, or really just to try to preserve the tyres for as long as possible and fuel save a little bit. This is the end of lap 7. I think the GTR slightly better in a straight line. I do have the slipstream, of course, getting sucked along in his dirty air. So then into the final turn, I definitely gained down that back straight, but handling wise it wasn't able to go up the inside, and some Frenchmen I think just backing out there completely on the gravel, on the sand, so gaining another position. So at this point here, 15th at the end of lap 9, you can see the front left. The front left is just absolutely murdered. RIP in peace to the front left. Luckily we can come in and change it now. So we might be able to actually experience what grip feels like when we leave the pit lane. So here we go, just trying to fill up. We fuel saved enough, so we don't really have to fill up all the way, about 75%. And away we go, actually 77%. The guy ahead here filling up with 92, so in the same car he's really revving the crap out of that thing. So we have a race on our hands here at least, up against the Spaniard. Wasn't quite sure what line he's taken. Very close up behind him. He seemed to be a bit off the mark coming through that, or going into that turn. Didn't really want to accelerate much. Looking up the inside with this one, it does open up on the brakes. Doesn't quite. I don't quite do enough. Just comes across and keeps his 15th place. Then into the late apex, he's gone very wide, just about keeps it on the circuit. So he has the grip now, just coming out of the pit lane. He has the grip now. If he does that mistake a little bit later, he's going to get full understeer. He's going to experience understeer city and just drive straight off. So he can get away with that now, but he can't be doing that too many times. In the slipstream now, in the same car of course, so any gain I get is just based on driver ability out of the previous corner or slipstream. More likely. Breaking on the 200 board, late apex here, of course, very long corner, very unusual one. Took the apex nicely without inadvertently going into the pit lane, which often helps. We've done our second stop, our scheduled stop. We don't really want to do any more. Into the first corner, breaking on the 100. Guy ahead actually goes in a little bit hotter, and that compromises him on the exit. And he blocked the inside. Fair enough for blocking the inside. I just didn't react in time and actually make contact with his rear end. So we do have a race on here. I'm up into 15th. 13th, Halmstock has gained a couple of seconds in the pit stop. So he's gapped us by a couple of seconds. You just see him going around the corner up ahead. So it'll be hard to try to get onto terms with him. Spaniard goes very wide. Got around the outside. I'm actually ahead here. And he just comes through and just forces me wide in the most disrespectful move I've seen in a very long time. I've actually made a video around this circuit. I think it's called Zero Respect or something, and it's being shown again here. Absolutely no respect shown on the outside. Just runs me completely off, even though I was more than alongside. In fact, I was ahead at going into the second apex. So this quest for a decent result here is just going from bad to worse. But I only have one mission here really now, and that is to beat this Spaniard who's going to run me off, or who has just run me off. We've been passed by a McGann who's actually had a poor run out of the final turn, and that is going to compromise him quite badly. The McGann doesn't have good top end, so I'm going to throw it up the inside, go back into 15th. I'm coming for you, West GP, Espanol. Oh man, this is the way that these races seem to be going these days. Get murdered and then have to murder them back. So let's see if we can do it, shall we? This is lap number 14 now. Front left beginning to wear. A couple of laps into the stint now, so you're going to experience that tyre wear around about this point. The front left that's where it's all happening. It's on that front left tyre. So many long right-handers, as I've said. You've got the second turn, which we've just gone around, and then well, loads more basically. So catching up, definitely catching up. 13th place isn't too far ahead either. We could actually get 13th, but I'm just going to try go up the inside, and unfortunately for me, it didn't quite push him off in the way I wanted or anticipated. We've both been pushed into that Marshall post. That Marshall's actually quite lucky to survive that one. And I rejoin. I'm ahead of him now. Is he going to murder me back? Probably. So it's murdering back and forth between the two of us. This is essentially it's just a war. World War III is broken out between Britain and Spain, and this is as bad as it gets. I'm trying to pull away now from him. He's within range of a strike. He's no doubt going to employ some lethal countermeasures, or is he? Maybe he won't. Maybe he accepts that was a let's say a 1-all. So across the line, 4 laps left to go. The lucky thing here is that we're in the same car, so I know that he's going to experience poor tyre wear as well. Who's this? Help start with a mistake through the first corner. That I couldn't quite work out what happened there. You never know what happened. He might have been hit, might have made an unforced error. Probably not an unforced error. Probably some sort of tangling with someone else. Up into 14th. Started 11th, so it's not a total disaster, and I was down to 19th by quite a long way at the end of lap 1. So I think recovering to 14th is not too bad, and of course recovering to fire off the Spaniards was the most satisfying thing. Now this is the final lap, still in 14th. I've gapped the Spaniard by about 1 point something seconds, or about 2 seconds. Got away from him, and yeah, you see again the front left just absolutely gone to shreds. So unfortunately, shorter video for you here. It's going to be a disappointing 14th. But our quest to become a member of the SS it's kind of going weirdly. I'm not having great results, but I think I'm going to do just enough. In my last 2 rounds I do need to have some better results just to top up my score. I do already have 5 counting scores, just need to prop them up a little bit with slightly better results, ideally over 1,000 points. But we're going to cross the line here to finish 14th, so really not a good result, although it was always going to be a weak track for this car based on that tyre wear. So at the end they're finishing 14th. The chat was a little bit messy, and actually PG Sports, I thought that he might have been retaliating for the incident with PG Motorsport in recent videos, but he did say sorry there. I think it was just a genuine error. I don't think I hope that he didn't do it deliberately. But anyway, that's the end of this one. I do hope you have enjoyed it as always. A bit of a shorter video for you. But there we go. I do hope you enjoyed it as always. Do let me know your thoughts and subscribe for more. We're very close to 100,000 subscribers, which is absolutely mental. And I thank you very much once again for that. So I shall see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Listen.